Well, greetings everyone. Larry from Rushing Forward Adventures back to you today. We got Lawn Ranger in here. We're going to go ahead and change the oil in it. Got the deck up there on the Massey bucket. These turn, but you can see they're pretty rusted up, pretty dirty, and I'm missing the other roller like that goes up here. This deck sits kind of diagonal in the mower, but I just noticed something about here I hadn't noticed before. The little Lawn Ranger's got a crack in the frame, which is new or different, or, well, is that a crack there? Well, I'll have to clean those up. Those look like those are cracks in the frame. No, actually, I think this and this are where these bars are welded on. But this is definitely a crack. Goes all the way up to just about to that drain plug there. So, well, that'll have to be some attention paid to it. Of course, it'll have to be cleaned up. But, well, at any rate, before I drain the oil, now I have not started this at all this winter. So, I guess we're gonna see. It's got gas in it. It does have oil in it, but it's the oil in it the oil that's in it has been in it since it was parked in the old barn and got buried probably 20 years ago, I'm guessing. Close to 20, if it's not 20 or more. Anyway, we are going to see if this will fire. I guess I probably ought to see if I even got crank. Oh yeah, I got crank. Listen to that. All right, we go up to choke. Well, yesterday was high 87, which is apparently a record high. Today, it is back in the high at 39. Nice and cool last night. Running around with just a shirt on yesterday, and today, gotta have a coat on. And, well, don't know if that'll help or not, but we'll give it a try. Well, now, is she out of fuel? I thought she had fuel in her. Oh, knee bad. That would help. Okay. Could have swore it had fuel in it. There's a little bit in that one. I just need to get her up running long enough to get a little bit of heat. Yeah, there's about a half gallon of some 91 octane, alcohol free. All right. Get that oil warmed up a little bit. Just that. Really need to clean that all up. Definitely do something with these blades. You see this roller up here? It's supposed to be one like that all down here. And All right, I'll bring you back. I don't think I have to worry about the camera getting too warm today, but never know. Well, we got her warmed up. Ran her for about 15 minutes. And these plugs, I'm pretty sure, 1/2 inch. But we'll, they might be smaller. Of course they are. Okay, so we'll try 7/16. Don't think it really rightly matters which one I drain it out of. Well, it's okay. Third time's charm. Yep, third time's charm. 3/8. Before we take that completely out, we'll take this fill plug loose. Now I just got a little bit of heat in it, so it's not, it's warm, but it's not hot. But that 30 weight oil that goes in this, oh, that's pretty black. Not any major debris on there that I can see. This old Tecumseh, I'm not sure how much oil it takes. Probably, I'm gonna guess right at a quart. I'm gonna guess right at a quart. I'm gonna get my keto light on there. You can see right where that oil is draining. Right there is, I believe that's a crack. Yeah, I do believe that is a crack. Well, there's still a little bit of caramel color to that. Not much, but a little bit. We'll leave the old Makita light on there so maybe you can see better. But I don't even reckon that was a quart. Huh. Surely it takes a quart, doesn't it? I guess I'll have to look up on the Tecumsehs and see what the oil capacity is supposed to be on that. Because I am not sure. Yeah, that's definitely a crack through there, folks. And it goes up. Okay, it just goes up to the churn. So it really only goes up to here, but it goes from here down to all the way down to the bottom there, where it looks like a little rod has been added to reinforce this rib back here. Huh. But that's definitely, I don't know if you can see that, but it's moving. Okay. Okay, well, that's something I'm gonna have to do something about. Jack underneath this side. Ready to rip. Get her tilted a little bit. Let that oil drain out. Like that. Oh, it's draining some more now. Well, while we're doing that, we'll discuss some stuff here. I'll show you what I did here. So, I, of course, got a battery. There's this starter solenoid I put in there and then I got a actual magneto-style ignition switch that has a ground terminal on it that actually grounds the magneto to shut it off. So it has a separate start circuit that engages a solenoid here, and this powers a solenoid to close a solenoid that is grounded through the base. So this is a base grounded solenoid, so it supplies power through here to the starter, which is also base grounded, so it doesn't have to have a separate ground. I did all that to this is not the one that came on it. The one that came on it I don't even think was quite right, but it was it was bad, and I couldn't use it, and I couldn't get a direct replacement, so I made something else work, which could have come on these at one time or another, but then I of course made my battery mount there, and it as you heard, starts right up. Now the charging circuit in it is actually in by the points. It's the stator and all that's right there, and then it goes through these are diodes. So this is a diode rectifier bridge here. There's a glass fuse there, and that actually produces a charge voltage that goes back to the battery. And it actually goes back through the ignition and then up to the battery, but that's what this does here. So it'll charge the battery when it's running. I'm not sure how big a charging system this is. When I was reading a little bit about them, they vary. I was thinking this is about 10 amp. 10 amp DC is what I can gather. So, well, okay, I'll bring you back when I got more. Thanks for watching. Well, while we were waiting on the oil to drain and so forth, I decided to look up, and it doesn't take a full quart. The capacity is 24 ounces on this Tecumseh motor, which is just about a little less than 3/4 of a quart. So I Got my paint mixing cup, which of course I'm gonna have to clean it out really good if I want to mix paint again, which I'm kind of getting too old to do too much painting. I still gotta do a little bit of painting on the onboard, but so that being said, that's also a very small hole. So what we'll do, I think I can come right down there, but I'll have to pour. I'm gonna have to pour it very slowly, otherwise it's just gonna cause an air bubble to be in there. So that the oil get an air bubble, the oil won't go in, because I don't. Oh well, I'm looking there. You know, there's a higher fill plug. Didn't see that before. I see her now though. Oh, I bet you that's the level plug. And this up here is the fill plug. Yeah, because there's the dipstick. Well, how about that? Okay. Well, I hope you're learning, folks, because I am. So it does actually have a dipstick. So I need to fill it into this one and probably, oh, I see, watch it into that one. Because there's a, okay. So it's probably going to be pretty close to the top of that level. In other words, it's probably going to be pretty close to the top of this. So, all right. Well, let's get some T1 Rotella heavy duty 30 weight oil, and we'll see if we can get that's 2 pints. Okay. It's a little less than 24 ounces. As you can see here, there's a 24 ounce mark. So, all right. I think we're still going to pour it in slowly. Well, I know you can't see it, but it filled that up, that cavity up. So now, if we stick that in, we'll screw her down. Oh wow, it put her right there on the full mark, or safe mark. Okay. Okay. All right. Now to give you a little insight, when this is full, this cavity fills up, and then this has actually got a dipstick on it. So when this cavity is full, this dipstick's also full. So that's good to know for later on. Not much oil in that. I'll put it over here in the recycle area. We can, if we don't hear any unusual noises, that's good. That's what we like, right? Don't want to run it very long because cool. All right. Oil's changed. Well, it's a lot cooler out here today than it was yesterday. It's a lot nicer. But I think I'm gonna have to do something about that crack. I mean, what I can do, since that's just one but before it cracks any worse, what I can do is drill 2 holes and put a strap through. Just a piece of metal in there to hold it together. I mean, I'm not really fixing it up to use it so much as to show it. I kind of like the look of the old wheel horse Lawn Ranger. Just looks cool with the, you know, fiberglass hood on it, and the weird fitting deck that sits diagonally. Just an unusual puppy here. So I got some stuff coming. Never had it before. Don't know how it's going to work. More to come on that, but it's not supposed to be here till after the 1st of April. And it is some stuff that's supposed to kind of curtail rust. So I don't know if it turns it a different color or if it just kind of coats it or what, but it's a rust inhibitor, rust inhibitor basically. But I don't know if it turns it to primer or not. That'll make that'll dictate whether I got to paint them rims or not. And if I would really rather not paint them rims. Those are survivors, folks. Those are survivors. And I can't believe them tires, as cracked up as they are, hold air. So, and they've held air for darn near a year now. Just astonishing sometimes. Greetings, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. More to come.